This episode is brought to you by Dashlane. Try Dashlane Premium free for 30 days at dashlane.com/infographics. And never forget another password and keep all your online accounts secure. If you've seen our previous shows on the dark web, you should know now what you can find there and how to find it. As you know, the dark web can be accessed through what's called the Tor browser. Once you're in, you should have complete anonymity, meaning no one can track your IP address. What kinds of things can you find there? Well, as you also likely know, the dark web is full of people selling illegal things such as drugs. But there have also been reports of people even hiring hitmen through the dark web. People might also go there just to talk to other people about their illness, their strange habits, their darkest secrets. Today, we're going to unravel something a little more mysterious. In this episode of the Infographics Show, can you really order a mystery box from the dark web? Let's first explain a phenomenon known as unboxing, as not all of you follow the same trends. Around a decade ago, people would appear on YouTube literally taking things out of boxes. This might just be people unboxing tech products and then explaining how that product works, reviewing it, playing around with it. This became such a hit that companies would soon start doing their own unboxing videos or sending their products to popular channels to be unboxed. It's not all about how-to videos though. One of the most popular channels is Ryan's Toy Review, in which a 7-year-old kid opens toys. Simple perhaps, but Forbes reported that this channel made in the region of $11 million in 2017. We bet you wish you'd have come up with that concept. But for some people, the thought of watching people take things out of the box and talk about what's inside is quite dull. But what if what was inside the box was a little more exciting than an iPhone iteration or a miniature plastic Tyrannosaurus Rex made in China? That's where today's focus comes in. You see, a new trend is people allegedly ordering mystery boxes from the dark web and then opening them up on YouTube or other video platforms. As you can imagine, what's inside is generally not suitable for 7-year-olds and often doesn't come with a digital personal assistant. The media tells us that in 2018, hundreds of YouTubers have been unboxing stuff they bought in marketplaces on the dark web, and millions of people have been tuning in. Just search for this on YouTube and you can find lots of videos, mostly containing young men expressing their shock while taking things out of boxes. "Oh my god, there's blood on it," one man says in a particular video while a car baby chair is being taken out of the box. The question is, how real is all this? Could you not just set that up from your own home using ketchup-bloodied props or bags of baking soda you bought from the brightly lit supermarket? The Australian media tells us that indeed people anonymously sell these boxes on the dark web, and they go for anything from $100 to $1,000. Those boxes have included girls' backpacks, bloodied screwdrivers, and at times they've even been empty. In another video on YouTube, one unboxer finds a note that reads, "Dear friend, life is a mystery, a very, very dirty mystery. At times you never know what you are touching or what you are leaving behind." He's then told to wear gloves while he opens the box, and he subsequently takes out the contents. Those contents are a bag of white powder, a tool with a biohazard sticker on it, and a CD. He plays the CD and he hears children's voices, through which he hears the sound of a voice saying, "I see you." Scary? Well, that depends on your disposition and perhaps if you can suspend belief, because maybe all of this is just fiction. But the fact is, if you have a look in the dark web, you can certainly find these mystery boxes. Have a look if you don't believe us. The fact this is possible is rather unnerving, given that the box is untraceable. There is likely a very small chance that something horrible could turn up in a box, rather than a Hello Kitty school bag. Mashable tells us this: although a lot of this may sound alarming, there's also a strong possibility that some of these unboxing videos are faked as means of getting views and obtaining ad revenue. Yep, Mashable, we think most people are aware of this. It seems fairly obvious to most of us that if someone really did buy one of these boxes on the dark web and then video the contents being opened, if those contents could lead to a criminal charge or at least start a criminal investigation, then that video would not appear on YouTube. Sometimes the opening of these boxes is called the Deep Web Challenge, but one must always be skeptical regarding how challenging the unboxing really is. Perhaps the biggest challenge is acting shocked, shamed, surprised, disconcerted, while making some creepy form of entertainment. Now we go over to Reddit, where one person writes this in the intro of a long piece of writing. "I don't know why I didn't realize a clear majority of these videos are fake and staged for the scare factor, but I didn't." Lo and behold though, when he finally gets around to purchasing a box, he is shocked to find something that chills his bones. It's a book, he says, that contains photos of the house he grew up in. Each numbered page contains a Polaroid, photos of places, things, but one page, he says, contained a picture of a mask, handcuffs, a gag, and a bottle of some sort of drug, it looked like. He sees his own parents tied up, himself as a kid. Oh, and then he throws the book away and he sees a hooded figure looking through his window. It turned out by ordering this box, he got got his parents killed. What this is, of course, is an old trope used in horror movies, wherein an added bit of realism is used in the form of skepticism, i.e., I don't believe in the boogeyman, but then this happened to me. It's basically the campfire ghost story, and the best ones use realism to get you listening and then throw in the scare. Other stories have appeared on Reddit that are similar, and it seems that some people believed the tale. That is terrifying. I would contact the authorities right away. Wish you the best and please keep us posted, writes one person after reading a wicked tale of a mystery box. We can only congratulate the writer of the post and hope that he or she has a great career in fiction writing. Are we being too skeptical? We don't think we are, but that doesn't mean that some of these videos are well made, well acted, or well told. We agree with this person writing on Quora. The whole idea behind the mystery box is a scam. I've watched many videos on YouTube about mystery boxes, but later come to the conclusion that no sane human being will be willing to buy a piece of garbage. That's not to say that you can't buy a mystery box on the dark web. We haven't ordered one at the Infographics Show, so we can't say for sure. We can, however, go on videos and research and conclude that people are unboxing to create an audience. It's a show, nothing more and nothing less. Sure, you can find media, mostly of the tabloid ilk, all over the world talking about YouTubers opening these sinister boxes. Videos guaranteed to freak you out, 100% genuine, and that you won't believe are real. But those media are just getting on the bandwagon and generating their own audience. You might also accuse us of doing this, but at least we're trying to give you an informed piece of entertainment. We're calling these videos out as fake, but at least well-made videos for the most part. This isn't to say, of course, that you can't find white powder, often grown in Colombia, on the dark web. It doesn't mean you wouldn't find that in one of these mystery boxes. One very real journalist writing for the independent newspaper did explore the dark web and did buy illegal things. But when he talked about mystery boxes, he was too skeptical. There were dozens of videos with millions of views, yet there was something that didn't seem quite right about them, he said. The contents of the boxes seemed to fit the stereotypes of the dark web so much that it seemed staged. What did he do? Well, he tried to order a mystery box, of course. Finding one wasn't that easy, and he had to do a lot of searching. He writes that he finally found one trusted vendor willing to sell him a mystery box. He not only sees that others that had bought such a box gave them a thumbs down, but the seller wanted around $1,500 for the box he wanted. That's a bit out of the price range for a journalist, so he asked the advice of someone who has written 2 books about the dark web and has spent years going through it to see what she could find. Her name is Eileen Ormsby, and a quick search will show you that she is certainly an expert on the dark web. This is what she said to the journalists. Mystery boxes are just silly. The ones on YouTube are primarily total hoaxes invented by the YouTubers themselves for the clicks. She did add, though, that now such boxes are popular, no doubt someone is taking advantage of that and selling them, but they're just full of junk. They don't contain murder weapons or possessed dolls. It's all just a great big hoax, as we said. During her investigations into the dark web that lasted years, she failed to find many of the gruesome things that supposedly exist in this place. While arrests have been made of people doing horrid things in the dark web, it's not something all over the dark web as we're sometimes led to believe. As for mystery boxes, the only mystery to us is how some people believe these videos are real. As you've seen, mystery boxes are really nothing more than a scam, but the fact that your passwords could currently be for sale in the dark web marketplace should be a serious concern for any internet user. With Dashlane, you can store passwords and credit card information across any device and safely check out with just one click of the button. Plus, with their monitoring services, you'll be immediately notified of any suspicious activity on your accounts, and their free dark web scan will search dark web marketplaces for your personal info, like social security number, address, or phone number, and notify you so you can take proper action. Head on over to dashlane.com/infographics for a free 30-day trial. And if you use the coupon code Infographics, you can get 10% off a premium subscription today. But of course, we'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Tell us in the comments. Also, be sure to check out our other video, How Can Hackers Steal Your Identity? Thanks for watching, and as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.